Hello everybody. Good evening or good afternoon wherever you're at. Najumu here, and welcome to Man, I Want to Go Home, and also, man, this game actually crashed. Wow. What a way to start things off. Hold on, let me get the game back up. Yeah, I guess it doesn't like OBS very much, unfortunately. Okay, let me just, here we go. I think we should be good. Yeah, it should be back up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But, yeah, hey everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Yeah, you guys might be wondering, why I took a day off. I usually take a day off, but I did manage to get rid of that certain person who showed up and started to stream carding games, which I never actually bought before. And thankfully, thanks to my little buddy Dinar, we managed to get rid of him. And hopefully, he will never show up again. Yes, I'm pretty sure, like, this time, he's never going to show up again. Right. But regardless, this game is apparently about a delivery boy stuck in a strange part of town. And, well, as the title said, he wants to go home. So we'll see how this game actually transpires then. Alrighty. So now that we have everything set, let's actually start, shall we? Whoa. The gray October skies vomited another bucket of rain on the last tram moving away into the wet innards of the city. It's this one too, huh? You think to yourself as you retreat deeper into the useless hood of your soaked-through jacket, muttering half-coherent curses and reaching into the pocket for the blank, dead rectangle of your ancient cell phone. That's not only very descriptive, but actually very somber, to say the least. You thump your thumb against the matte black screen disappointedly. Even if you had ordered a taxi, you wouldn't be able to pay for it thanks to your last client who deemed your service too low grade for his money. Damn. Wow. Customer should actually pay a person like him because, you know, delivery work ain't easy. Stupid low-income son of a broke bitch. Through the static of the rain, your eyes catch a greenish reflection from the neon sign of the coffee shop flat. You start trudging slowly towards it like some wet, depressed silk moth, sloshing the soup from your socks and your cheap sneakers with each new step. There's no need to hurry. It's impossible to get any wetter than soaking. The door gives way surprisingly easy. You stumble into the well-lit, empty room, the shopkeeper's bell ringing feverishly. A barista swiftly raises her head from a worn-out paperback and says, with a tinge of disappointment in her voice, good evening. Hello, a double Americano, please. Just a minute. While she operates the outrageously outdated coffee machine, you hang off your waterlogged jacket and settle your damp carcass on a bar stool near the heater. I wonder if she'll be okay with me hanging my socks over it. Well, the smell of my feet after a whole day of walking and meeting the most insufferable people in the city will probably make this place uninhabitable. I think I can at least take off my sneakers and put my feet directly over the heater. Ugh, I hope their ventilation works. The fear of being judged gives way to the fear of getting sick, and you press your cold, fishy soles against the dusty metal of the heater. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. The barista brings you an Americano, side-eyeing your barstool heater situation. Some weather, huh? You don't say. I haven't seen a flood like this since ever. Well, we're already starting the game and the character designs seem pretty unique, to say the least. You ain't from around here, are you? Is it that obvious? Nah, you just look like a delivery guy. Smell like one, too. Oh, if you're talking about me frying my feet on the heater, I can... She smiles disarmingly. Nah, man, I'm just playing with you. It's just a figure of speech. You can fry your feet all you want. As you might notice, business ain't going so great today. Only frogs go to coffee shops in this weather. Yeah, hate 'em. They never tip. Wait until you meet a human. She smiles once more, blinding you with her perfectly white teeth. Doesn't she drink coffee in a coffee shop? And extends her hand to you. Name's Rita. Nice to meet you. That heater feels nice too, doesn't it? Now, you'll excuse me. I'll get back to my reading and you can get back to whatever you're up to. Call me if you need anything. Wait, by any chance, do you have a mini USB charger? Mini USB? That's a blast from the past. I'm old-fashioned that way. Some people confuse it with poverty, though. What can you do? Some people just lack perception. But I have to disappoint you. I ain't seen a mini USB since like 2006. That's okay. I need to start keeping up with the times. Rita leaves you alone with the waves of warm bliss rolling through your body, from the heater and upwards. The rhythmic pattern of the rain is fractally reflected inside your brain, adding weight to your eyelids with each new drop. The Coffee should invigorate you, but it only adds jewels to the heat balance of your comfort. Your eyes finally give in, and Rita's ringtone wrangles you from sleep, and you desperately cling to the table, trying to balance yourself on the stilts of a bar stool. Yes? Shit, Tara, really? Of course I'm on shift. Where else would I be? Alright, I'll come. Don't worry. I just need to find my swimsuit, that's all. Rita comes over from the counter and touches your shoulder. Listen, I don't want to impose on you or anything, but you seeing as you're so cozy here, how about you just keep sitting in this chair while I quickly run across the street to give my neighbor my set of keys? It'll take 15 minutes max. That all right with you? What if someone comes? That would be a miracle. What if I'm not the man you think I am and I rob you blindly? Good luck robbing an empty register. Damn. Well, I mean, considering how it's raining really hard, I'm not surprised. Aha. Now we have the choices. Agree to Rita's proposal and keep sitting in the warm coffee shop. No, I'd like to go for a swim. Oh yeah, that's the very apparent funny answer. But you know what? For our first playthrough, we're gonna go for something a little normal. Rita smiles confidingly. Damn, that's a scary-looking smile. Opens her umbrella and slithers out into the street. The shopkeeper's bell rings softly before falling silent, leaving you alone with the sound of rain and the gentle hum of the refrigerator. You shrug, pull on the wet socks off your feet with a squelch, and place them on a heater to dry. Then, with a quick glance, you notice a stack of paper napkins on a table across the room, which you hastily grab and stuff inside your sneakers, in a futile attempt to soak up at least some of the moisture. You finish your double Americano with one big gulp. To your surprise, a shivering cloud of anxiety starts forming 2 inches below your solar plexus. But why? It's the fucking coffee. I hate coffee. Why did I even order it? Well, good question, buddy. The rain grows stronger. The forms that the coffee shop is compromised start to tremble, to grow disproportionate. With faint specks of light scattered across its numerous surfaces, a pile of cups on the top of ancient coffee machine glazes blankly at you. You lock your eyes on it and jump from the sound of the bell cutting through the stale air. A rumpled middle-aged man wearing soaking wet white trench coat staggered into the coffee shop. The store does not adhere to fire safety standards. Good evening, sir. Pour me a glass of water, boy. He croaks and materializes 20 marks. 20? Your hand grabs it way before your brain starts calculating the ethical side of such an action. 20. It's 4 subway rides, 2 packets of cigarettes. It's still not enough to get a taxi, but it's not like I'm little Lord Fauntleroy. Unceremoniously, you stuff your feet inside the mushy, napkin-linen sneakers and limp toward the sink with the finesse of an ex-paraplegic on high heels. Then you grab the first sorta clean tumbler, fill it from the tap, and give it to the man. His trembling hands grab the glass, pelicanly empties it into his throat, and thumps it on the counter. Then he gives you a long, piercing look with his blue eyes shining in the center of the life-drained face. You don't work here. I'm substituting for my friend. His stare drills a sense of discomfort into you. Why do his hands tremble so much? An alcoholic? He doesn't have a bloated face or any signs of bad blood circulation. Maybe it's Parkinson's, but don't forget to share the tips. he said, then turned around so swiftly that droplets from his trench coat rained all over the coffee shop. He bolted out of the door, causing the bell to rattle metallically. You exhale and look at the counter to find a thick wallet laying near the empty tumbler. A wallet of a stranger who is willing to pay 20 marks for a glass of water. Yeah, this is kind of strange. I wonder what's up with that guy. Choose fast. And keep the wallet or run after the creepy stranger. Yeah, run after him. Yeah, give him back his wallet. You shake off your head disappointedly, remove the moist lumps of paper from your sneakers, and put on the disgustingly wet jacket and run outside, pondering the vastness of your soul and the dizzying heights of your moral stance. A gray silhouette is quickly moving down the street into the rain. You run, and you run, and occasionally you shout something like, "Sir, your wallet, man!" But the words dissipate into the rain without ever catching his attention. Deaf fuck. You think, full of kindness and humility. After a couple of blocks, the silhouette takes a sharp turn into the shabby alleyway between two worn-out and red-brick buildings. You pick up the pace. Oh. The first thing you see in that alleyway is a flash, revealing a limp body of a man in a striped jacket. Oh no. Then you focus on the shape of another man, flickering through a sheet of rain, holding something black and heavy in his hands. The sound of a shot ricochets from a myriad of raindrops and pierces you. Your stomach lurches up to your throat, and you scream involuntarily. The stranger turns towards you, his lips moving, but you can't make out any words. Another flash blinds you. Something warm is seeping onto your chest. The wet asphalt crashes into your face with the whole devastating mass of its shining roughness. Why is my shirt so sticky? You didn't make it home. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we already died. Yeah. We'll skip this. Keep the wallet. Did you finally catch a break? Did the mind-numbing sequence of failures finally lead you to a wallet with 20,000 marks? Really? That much? Emotions flood you. Not a single one of them is noble, but you giggle caustically and glance around for cameras. Well, either the coffee shop Flats holds the privacy of its customers in high regard, or it just hides the contrary really well. You decide to inspect the contents of the wallet more thoroughly. In the card section, there is a security pass issued to the name of Hans Luge, the head of security in Unrestricted Tech Solutions, LLC. Hans Luge. I'm pretty sure there's a joke in that name somewhere, but I can't figure it out at the moment. Jesus, he really looks like the head of a security. Probably an ex-cop or something. Beside the pass, you see a half-faded VIP card from the casino Titanic. I guess none of us are above sin. With a bit of effort, you squeeze the wallet into a tight pocket of your jeans. It's safer this way. After some consideration, you rinse the tumbler and put it back exactly where it was. What if he comes back? This thought makes your breathing faster. A cloud of anxiety reminds you of its presence in your chest. You bend down a bit too quickly and remove the slimy lumps of paper from your still not even close to being dry shoes. Then you rush towards the heater and put your wet but warm socks over your feet and... Holy shit! Yells Rita as she runs inside the coffee shop. You freeze as caught red-handed pulsates in your head, your breathing almost coming to a halt. Rita shakes a gallon of water off her umbrella and looks at you with genuine concern. Did you really try to rob the place? What about the wallet? Prove to the world your nobility and leave Rita the wallet, hoping that a creepy quasi-old man would come to collect it. Are you effing kidding me? It's 20 grand. Tell Rita about the creepy stranger. Shush about the wallet. Alright, let's see if we can depict this one. Whoa, that's a really particular crowd, she mutters as she puts the security pass into the wallet. Your right eye twitches. You can keep the 20. I got no claims on the 20. You breathe a sigh of relief. She notices and chuckles understandingly. What? Despite the rain, your pocket's still dry? In every sense but the literal. Where do you live? What kind of question is that? A very normal one for a person who wants to order you a taxi home. And pay for it too. Don't worry. Be a man and play coy a bit before giving her your address. Straight up give her the address. I don't know. I think... Would Rita be that kind of person who you can actually trust? I mean, this is the first time we actually meet with her, so... I guess we'll go for the regular answer, right? I live at 12 Zampano Street, apartment. Whoa, you think the taxi's gonna drive you straight to your door? I don't know how tiny this taxi is. Okay, I'll ask the driver the dimensions. She pulls out her phone to finally order a ride. You shift your weight inside your wet shoes and think about the damp mess of today's events. Why was that man, hands, so fucking suspicious? Who the hell carries 20 grand in cash in his wallet? What is wrong with your bladder, actually? It's about to blow up. You zip to the bathroom with a grimace that no one should try at home. 3 minutes later, you casually walk out, laying your hands on your jeans. Your carriage awaits you, sir. Thanks, Rita. See you around. You raise 2 fingers to the ceiling and ding a brass bell on your way out. As you step outside, you are met with a glass of water in your face. A murky taxi driver with a mustache and a post-acne, uneven skin doesn't pay any attention to your attempts to find a comfortable sitting position in the back. His headlights, muffled by the rain, only illuminate a meter off the road ahead, sentencing the car to a crawl of 15 miles per hour. About half a mile down the street, you hear a soft thud of a body. Damn, look at his expression. He's like, oh, he's seen something. The driver frantically pushes the brakes, halting the screeching carcass of his car. A trench coat wearing shape opens the door and throws the driver out into the rain. What? You stare down the barrel of his gun with the intensity of a soon-to-be slaughtered chicken. Hello. Again? Ugh. You swallow some bile that rushed into your mouth as Hans assumes the driver's position at the wheel and states casually, I'm not a killer, boy. Of course I believe you, Hans. Wait, what? How the fuck do you know my name? Not a killer twists his torso and once again acquaints you with his weapon. Did Tovio send you, or is it someone on Koji's side? Who the fuck are you, kid? Start talking. He barks abruptly. You left your wallet in the coffee shop. You start wriggling in the backseat, trying to pull his wallet out of your pants. A muzzle flash leaves a small hole in your forehead as your brains splatter the rear windshield. You don't hear the bang. You didn't make it home. Oh no. Alright. Let's speed through it again. Keep the wallet. Okay. Yeah, I tried to steal the heater, but unfortunately it's bolted too tight. Yeah, I feel you. My teeth are effing chattering. Did anyone come by? Someone did. A weird, pale, German-looking guy, shaking like he had Parkinson's or something. Also this. Oh, wow, I actually gave him a Bronx accent. No, I should give him a German accent then. You give Rita 20. He paid that much for a glass of water. Can you imagine? Oh, well, keep it to yourself, considering your paycheck for today. You sure about that? I'm not, but I want to be kind and leave a good impression, so please don't test me. Ask her to order you a taxi, or are you crazy? Giving your personal information in a place where you've almost committed sort of a crime? You know what? Let's ask her for a taxi. You squeeze something resembling a warm smile and put 20 back on the counter. You can leave a good impression by ordering me a taxi. Oh yeah, sure thing. She pulls out her phone and gives you an inquiring look. Where you gonna go? Ugh, home. Just have it sent to the coffee shop and I'll take it from here. Ah, okay, I get it. Not that I don't trust you with my address, it's just... Yeah, I told you, I get it. You head to the bathroom as she calls the taxi company. You are too tense to piss. Too tense to piss. You start counting the fractures on the tiles. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one looks like an elephant. They do need to retile this whole thing. This is not good. A stream of pee hits the urinal wall and splashes a few droplets into your hands. Ew! You were too lost in thoughts to notice how close you were standing. God, this is disgusting. Hastily, you wash your hands and dry them on your jeans. The taxi is already outside, says Rita as you exit the bathroom. Now we're back to this guy again. A murky taxi driver with a mustache and a post-acne uneven skin doesn't pay attention to your attempts to find a comfortable sitting position in the back. His headlights, muffled by the rain, only illuminate a meter off the road ahead, sentencing the car to a crawl about 15 miles per hour. About half a mile down the street, 2 policemen pull you over and ask you for your ID. What happened? Murder. Of course it was murder. The cop blinds you with his flashlight. How to not look guilty? You ask yourself as you extend your arm with the wallet through the gap in the window. Wrong wallet. You try to slide your hand inside the car, but the cop claws the wallet out of your limp grip and eyeballs you with the most suspicious look you have ever felt so far. Uh-oh. Why did I even give him the wallet? Why not just the cop pulls a security pass out of the wallet, compares the photo of Hans with your shivering face and says dryly, Sir, step out of the vehicle, please. Of course. The taxi driver almost breaks his neck trying to follow you with his stare as you step out back into the rain. Oh, look at that. That stare itself would probably kill a man. One of the cops unholsters his gun, but doesn't point it at you. He just makes sure you know he has it. You chuckle nervously. Oh no! Flashing! Hans Luge? No, listen, I'm not the owner of this wallet. Well, yes, but... So how did it come to your possession, then? I found it? Pack him up, Jim. But what about... You didn't make it home. Oh, no. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Keep the wallet. Keep the wallet. We'll see what happens. Be a man and play coy before giving her your address. You know I can't give you my address. Relax, I'm not gonna bust your door in the middle of the night with a guitar string in one hand and a bottle of lube in another. I just want to help you. Listen, this is actually way more specific than I expected. I don't know what you mean by that. But why? for the biggest karmic payback of my life, obviously. Oh, Kiss Catastrophe, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Wow, hello. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, raiders. Slight bit of an introduction. My name is Najumu. I am a starry being from millions of light years away who is here to have nothing but fun. And today I am playing Man, I Want to Go Home, which is a visual novel, which is actually pretty interesting. Visual novels is one of the usual VNs that usually one of the genres that I usually focus on, alongside fighting games, and as well as a little bit of Monster Hunter and a little bit of Marvel Rivals as well. But yeah, welcome Raiders, welcome Kiss, and welcome 15 and Spooky Ghastly Ghost. Hello, hello, welcome everybody. Enjoy your stay here. We managed to get I think we got 3 endings so far. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hey, I'm also from space and here to have fun. I love the style of this VN. Yes. Yes, it is very art decorish, to say the least. It is actually pretty different from most VNs, to say the least. Yeah. But yeah, we did manage to get 3 endings, and unfortunately our main character still couldn't go home. Bit of a recap on what was going on. We have this delivery boy down on his luck. He had a bad day. He crashes into the coffee shop here. And then there is this girl here, Rita, who basically doesn't get any customers because it's raining really bad. I have to run and go handle some chores, but I'll be lurking. Have a great stream. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And good luck with your chores. Sorry. I can't English. But yeah. So basically then there was a German guy whose name is Hans, who kept his wallet in the coffee shop and then ran out, and several things happened that caused our main character to die, but hopefully we won't let him die again. I don't know, because apparently this game has like 13 different endings, which is kind of crazy. You sneeze furiously. Wait, can you actually sneeze furiously? God damn. All right, I'll give you my address on one condition. You give me your phone number. To learn about the fate of this wallet later, of course. Of course. She gives you a half-ironic smile and scribbles her numbers on a napkin. I live at 12 Zampano Street, apartment... Oh, these are... Yeah, we actually read that. Can we actually zoom through this? Yeah, this is actually new. We can't zoom through this. Even though we did read this before. Alright, let's keep going. We're back to Taxi Man. We already read that. I should probably buckle up. This is new, though. The blue reflections of a police light dance on every surface of the nearby buildings. Through the windshield, you see a silhouette of headlights swerving towards you. Hear the screech of the tires and feel the force pushing you out from the back seat. Your flight is accompanied by the loud crack of either your skull or the windshield, which you effortlessly break through as you fly over the crumpled accordions of the cars. The end point of your trajectory turns out to be a police light that softly sinks inside your ribcage. Wow! Just like Dark Souls, die a gruesome death. Damn! You try to take your last breath, but only manage to gasp for air. You didn't make it home. God damn it. Alright. You know what? This time we'll go... No, I'd like to go for a swim. Sorry, Rita. I don't like taking on more responsibility than absolutely necessary. How far is the metro? About half a mile. Did you finish your coffee? Yeah. Then give me 250 and let's go. We are heading in the same direction. Nice. Your slim wallet coughs out the last 3 marks. Rita hands you 50 pfennings. Pfennings? This game looks really awesome. Oh yeah, the art style looks really cool. Just enough to buy 1 Metro token. You slip your almost dry feet into the cold, slurping sneakers. Disgusting. With an unveiled revulsion, you push your hands through the cold insides of your wet jacket. Rita smiles sympathetically and takes an umbrella from behind the counter. The rain seems to have known about your plans to leave the coffee shop because it pours harder than ever, almost turning into a waterfall. Rita pulls the door and runs outside, simultaneously opening her umbrella. Unfortunately, the umbrella proves ineffective against the horizontal rain, and she immediately catches a fistful of water with her face. She curses silently and offers you a spot under the umbrella, but you make a vague gesture with your hands, signaling your indifference to being 5% less wet. You know, I actually kind of like how the writing is in this game. There is this sense of it's not just somber, but there is a sardonic sense of humor that they have, especially when it comes to describing things, and it kind of fits with like the setting of the game. After the 3rd attempt at conversation between you was disrupted by yet another especially ferocious wave of rainfall, both of you sink into despair and quietly trudge along the streams of precipitation. Rita is visibly angry. You feel nothing but the numbness of your joints and a strong desire to pee. Finally, a building with a neon sign Titanic emerges through the wall of rain. Rita yells something that could be interpreted as, "This is fucked. Let's go inside." However, considering the distance you've already covered, the metro station shouldn't be that far away. So, alright, what are we gonna do? Go inside the Titanic with Rita or keep walking to the station? I guess we'll go in, because my guy needs to take a piss. Seriously. A padded door is unreasonably difficult to open. The relatively empty casino interior greets you with a wave of warm, subdued lighting. Rita loudly whispers all kinds of curses as she shakes the umbrella, drawing everyone's attention. 3 half-drunk, identically shabby men stand around a roulette table, not doing anything but drinking. Behind them, an entrance to the VIP room is guarded by a classically bald, 6-foot-tall refrigerator-looking goon. Wow, that is quite the description. With an impenetrable face that not even a mother could love. To the right, a weirdly energetic bartender with a devilish spark in his eyes is filling the lime box with freshly cut limes. Across from him is a somewhat Asian girl your age with wet blonde hair covering her shoulders, sits at the bar. She raises her glass as she notices you two. Rita promptly walks up to the bar. You trudge along indecisively. Why? Well, what else is there to do? Rita! Oh, girl, when did you get this drunk? And where's Koji? I don't know. Why do you want to see my father? You know, a silver fox is still a fox. Ew, no. Take a lap. Think about your behavior. Relax, I'm just fucking with you. Unless... Rita? Who's this wet rat next to you? The name is blank. Nice to meet you. And I'm not a rat. I'm a nutria. I'm Tara. Let's do shots. Free whim for your money. A bit broke today. He's a delivery person. Ah, the most persecuted minority. Well, okay, I'll bankroll you. I don't like feeling like an alcoholic. But what about me? You're on duty. Oh, come on. I'm not a firefighter, for fuck's sake. The three of you have vodka shots. Oh no, they're getting drunk. The warmth is spreading through your body, and you realize just how cold you really are. Nice weather, huh? Ugh, Tara, here's your key. I gotta go. I just realized that I didn't close the coffee shop. Thank you, darling. I see you around. Silently, you raise two fingers. More vodka? Ugh. Yeah, sure. What's the occasion? The end of my relationship. We broke up. Well, to be honest, I got dumped. Ah, well. Cheers. She downs another one. You keep up. Victor, why are you bothering with shots? At this point, just give us a bottle. But Koji said... Victor, darling, Koji's not here, so don't fuck with me on his behalf. Hey, manners! Cheers, Blank. Come on, to ward off the cold. Oh, man. So how long have you and Rita known each other? I don't really know her. I just walked at the flat and... Whoa, man. Tara touches your jacket and immediately pulls her hand away. Ew, you're like soaked. Oh shit, Sherlock. Come on, I sincerely want... She slides off the bar stool and grabs your shoulder. Let's go to my and Rita's place. You need to dry your clothes. It's just across the street. Come on. Come on, I'm not inviting you over. My heart is all sorts of broken. Jesus Christ, you fucking men. I'm a nutria. So sorry, darling. I forgot. But she's crazy. Go to Tara's place or continue on your merry way to the metro station. Ooh, we got choices. What if we go to her place? I need to get home. All right, I'll go with you. Hell yeah. Victor, can we have our vodka to go? Bartender rolls his eyes and smiles as Tara grabs the first bottle. Then you, and pushes the door open. Together you step into the creaky corridor with washed out wallpaper. Welcome to my and Rita's humble abode. Humble? This is a bloody mansion. Oh, I know. 55 square feet with a dryer and a dishwasher for only 150 marks a month. 150? You gals have got it way too good. I pay 400 for my shithole. I don't even have a dishwasher. I just know a guy who knows, my father. Get your ass to the shower. I'll put the kettle on. Why are you so caring? 'Cause I'm gonna fucking kill you, that's why. You know, total dismemberment and, decapitation. No, dismemberment includes decapitation. The word I'm looking for is disembowelment? Yes. No. Well, maybe. Whatever. Will you give me a towel? I just use the hand one, royal blood. That is Sir Royal Blood to you. Uh-oh. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to actually get to her home. Uh-oh. She walks into the kitchen as you hang your waterlogged jacket on the door, leave your shoes under the heater, and walk into the bathroom, clicking on the light switch. Oh. A single light bulb illuminates the pink-tiled walls, a ceiling tastefully sprinkled with black mold and worn-out violet carpet with a cartoon frog that also hasn't been spared by the passage of time. Honestly, the characters look a bit uncanny, which, like, if it was the intention, the artist did a great job. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the intention. I think, like, the artist meant to go for like a surrealist looking visual, which honestly that's what kind of like motivated me to actually try this game out, right? Because lots of visual novels have standard art styles, be it like anime art styles or like westernized art styles, but this is different, to say the least. This is different. It's kind of like, have you heard of Off? I did hear of it, yes. Is it an RPG Maker game? I think I'm pretty sure it's an RPG Maker that game that I think it's going to have a remake coming soon. Unless I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that it's an indie RPG that is surreal art style. Yes. So yes, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I did hear that it's going to have a re-release and there's going to be a remake. Yeah. Yeah. I did see it. It does look also very interesting. It does also look very interesting. It looks very different. Potentially I might give it a shot. Yeah. I feel you, Fork. Damn, that's wow. Probably Pepe's cousin? Yeah, I mean, it might be. You say that warily as you close the glass door of the shower cabin. The hot water beats the goosebumps of your skin, flows down to your feet, and restores their sensitivity. Lost in a labyrinth of drunken thoughts, you lose the sense of time. Only when the once hot water turns almost cold, you realize that you probably overstayed your welcome. On a washing machine, Tara has left a gray towel stained with peroxide, along with a triple XL shirt emblazoned with an Auto Care logo, and socks that are at least 3 sizes too small for you. You put on everything plus your slightly wet boxers and stare into the darkness of the bags under your eyes as you dry your hair, contemplating all the choices that brought you to this moment. Oh? As you exit the bathroom, a muffled sobbing from behind the closed kitchen door reaches your ears. Peering down the dark hallway, you can make out the blurry shape of your jeans draped over the heater. They probably are still wet, but at least warm and quasi-wearable. Which way? Get dressed and F off without drawing her attention. Try to console Tara. Off actually served as one of the major inspirations for Toby Fox when he was making Undertale. Oh. Yeah, I did kind of hear that. It's that and Earthbound as well. These both games were like big inspirations for Undertale and consecutively Deltarune as well. And speaking of Deltarune, it's pretty cool. Like, we're getting like chapters 3 and 4 soon as well. I did watch a lot of people play chapter 1 and 2, but may potentially play 3 and 4 by myself. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on how my schedule is. Try to console Tara? Conversely, often Undertale tackled kind of similar themes, but hot take incoming. Well, feel free to. Feel free to provide the hot take. Try to console Tara. We'll try to console her. Oh, is she crying blood? You push open the creaking kitchen door. You see Tara drinking straight from a bottle of vodka. Salty streaks of tears have drawn reddish lines all over her cheeks. Slowly, as if not wanting to draw any attention, you sit beside her and ask, Tara? She puts her bottle on the table and swiftly wipes her face, smearing her mascara all over her face. In my humble opinion, Off tackled, though a bit better than Undertale. I like both games. I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Both are games that provide interesting experiences and provide like moral stories that could be learned from. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But usually these kind of games are combining both surrealism and life lessons, to say the least. Her red eyes find you through a veil of tears and ask, "Blank? Thanks for the t-shirt. What happened?" She breaks down into silent sobs. Awkwardly, you embrace her with one hand and sigh heavily as you feel her burning wet face onto your shirt. "My father died just now. He was killed by someone, Blank. Killed. Her halting speech reaches you through the sobs, and the meaning of her words hits you like a ton of bricks. Also, here's another contrast. Undertale has more mechanically complex battles, but baby mode puzzles, while Off has the reverse situation. I mean, that is kind of interesting, to say the least. That is kind of interesting. Like, one game focusing more on the battles and the other focusing more on the puzzle aspect of things. Yeah, it does give, like, I would say it wouldn't give the edge on one game over the other, but it gives them their own identity to stand on their own, to say the least. They said I need to go to the morgue to identify him. He had his wallet on him. An old Asian man in a striped tuxedo. She recoils from you and freezes. The only thing you manage to squeeze out of yourself is, "I'm sorry." "Thanks." She stands up and paces the room. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe someone stole his wallet and... She reaches for the almost empty bottle. An unexpected impulse compels you to grab it before she does and make a big gulp with your eyes closed. "Hey, Jesus, why?" She whimpers as she slides down the wall onto the dirty floor near her refrigerator. You walk up and sit down beside her. "I should go there, shouldn't I?" "Yes." "Is this okay? I just sit here? 5 minutes. Just 5. Tara bursts into tears. You squeeze her shoulder, wishing to shift the pain towards your fingers and help exorcise it from her body. "Tara, Blank, you need to go." "You too. Home. Let me order you a taxi." "Ah, come on. You've done more than..." You tug on the t-shirt, signaling to her that she already given enough to a random delivery guy who happened to meet her roommate and somehow ended up being beside her during the toughest moment of her life. "Don't mention it. It's my ex's." I thought, half an hour ago, I thought that it couldn't get any worse. I wish I... Heart-wrenching sobs interrupt her speech. I have to go. I'm ordering you a taxi." You do not resist. Tara finds your phone and orders you a ride to Zampano 12. You thank her into the emptiness of her loss. She smiles a pale smile and asks for a cigarette. You smoke in silence, waiting for the car to arrive. You express your gratitude again. She flicks off the words along with the cigarette dust, clenches her jaw, and stops crying. You hastily get dressed and go downstairs together with Tara. The clouds have cleared, revealing a starless night sky. Also, you know Omori, right? Yep. I definitely do. I definitely do. I definitely do. And when it comes to like serious, like really, really serious topics, like, you know, stuff like self-harm and whatnot, it did not hold back. But it's a very interesting story, to say the least. She hugs you goodbye. Be strong, were the last words of platitude you tell her before crawling into the vomit-smelling insides of the taxi. So you know how Omori is largely a cute game with weird and horrifying stuff mixed in it? Yeah. Yep, definitely. You've made it home. You arrive home too late, shake the wet clothes off, and sit on your bed for 40 minutes, replaying in your mind what happened in that faraway kitchen. Poor girl. You don't notice how quickly you fall asleep. Not so happily ever after. You don't notice how quickly you fall asleep. The first rays of morning sunshine crawl across your face, almost waking you up. But luckily, they get blocked by the heavy clouds of an oncoming storm. It's 6:40 on your only day off. You keep sleeping. Oh. Wow. Well, we got a not so good ending, but sure. Off is a polar opposite. Oh. So, Off is a weird and scary game, but it's actually cute? Well, that's interesting. All right. Well, time to zoom. Time to zoom. And let's keep going. Go. Get dressed. Quickly and silently, you pull out your warm jeans, hop inside your quasi-dry sneakers, put on your heartbreakingly wet jacket. You say something resembling a goodbye and run outside. I don't answer for anybody's mental condition. I'm my own person. People cannot save each other, and from every situation, you ultimately get out yourself. A chain of thoughts flies through your brain in quick succession as you run down a flight after a flight of stairs. To your delight, a storm dialed back to a regular rain. A couple of blocks down, police lights throw blue reflections all over the neighborhood. Someone get killed or something? Nah, there'd be an ambulance if that was the case. You lower your hood, turn towards the metro station, and walk right into a pale man wearing a gray... No, a soaked wet white trench coat. I would compare certain characters from both games, because yes, there are thematic connections there, but that would be spoilers to the latter. Ah, okay. Since I did not experience Off yet, so it would be for the best to just hold on that. But it's good to know, honestly. Hey, kid. Hey, Lo? You half-stayed, half-asked cautiously. That is an awful nice jacket you've got there. Perchance you want to trade it for my trench? I'm sorry? A barter, you know. Are you kidding me? I'm dead serious, kid. Love the jacket. I can even give you some money on top. How about 100 marks? The man pulled out 100, and your field of vision instantly narrowed into a tunnel. Your mind blocked out everything on the periphery, focusing only on the shining bill like a guiding star. You may have even drooled a bit, but you were in no state to notice that. He looks trustworthy? Very trustworthy. Of course, sure. I mean, why not? Hastily, you pull off your wet jacket and grab the treasured banknote. A man smiles and hands you his extremely soaked trench coat. The normal questions like, why the fuck would he do that? Is he a criminal on the run? Were dismissed by pure unadulterated greed as you head towards the metro with the stride of a man unburdened by earthly problems. By the entrance to the metro station, a young policeman, deriving a great deal of pleasure from an unfiltered cigarette, raises his rapidly widening eyes on you and distorts his face with a grimace that you have never greeted before. You cautiously slow your pace. He unholsters his gun and points it straight at you. Man, what the fuck? Your ID, please, he yells with genuine fear. You reach inside your inner pocket for the wallet as your face is illuminated by 2 consecutive flashes. The sound of shots trembled through your eardrums, leaving nothing but a high-pitched ringing behind. A sudden weakness in your limbs makes you stagger, but your hand keeps fishing for the wallet. 2 more shots pierce right through her and stop somewhere inside your ribcage. Oh. You awkwardly fall down the sidewalk, still trying to find the bloody wallet. Just left it in my old jacket, you think before fading to black. It's him! I swear it is! Search. Why the fuck would you think that? He's fucking blonde and definitely not over 40. Oh Lord, what have I done? I killed him! You. Listen, he's still breathing. Don't panic. The ambulance is like 2 blocks away, so he might pull through. I killed him yet. Or you've only made a bunch of holes in him. This is not a joke. That's gonna leave a mark? Definitely. Well, who the fuck's laughing? You didn't make it home. Oh, dead again. Alright, let's go for a swim. Let's keep walking to the station. You smile at Rita and give her a slap, like a slurp, on the shoulder and continue walking towards the station. The rain gradually transforms into a solid wall of water, causing you to lean forward, to pant, and to curse. You inch towards the carved doors of the metro station as your breathing becomes more arrhythmic and your thoughts more scattered. Finally, you push into the empty hall with a marble floor and partially faded mosaic on the wall depicting a man shearing a sheep. Below the mosaic is a subway booth. You approach it, almost skipping, and smile at the scrawniest, gray-faced clerk in the city. 1 token, please, you say as you pull out your wallet and shake a single 50-penny coin out of it. So I'm guessing is that the premise this is the game's title, except everything is trying to kill you. Yeah, pretty much. He's just a guy who just wants to go home. He doesn't want, to get involved with any of this kind of stuff. He just wants to go home. It's 65 bettings, lisps the clerk. He then sneezes and trumpetly snorts into the rigid napkin. Since when? The fare was raised yesterday. But I only have 50. The rain is devastating. I need to get home, please. 65. I would let you in if it was up to me. If it was my personal metro station. But unfortunately for you and me, the city owns the whole metro, and the city sets the fares. Please, man, cut me some slack. There's nobody here besides you and me. You'll let me through without anyone even noticing. Don't play that game with me, young man, or I will call the police. I will. Let's say today I'll let you in for 50. Tomorrow somebody comes and he only has 40. Well, I let him in too. And then what? Every bum in the city gets a free ride? You realize what that would mean for the whole... You look at the dim lights reflecting in the eyes of the clerk with desperation. He continues to wash you over with a wave of monotone, bureaucratic babble. Ouch! Your hand spasmodically clenches into a fist. I'll screw him. If the petty moral doesn't want my money, then that means a free ride for me. Silently, you turn around and walk towards the turnstiles without interrupting the never-ending rant. Placing your hands on them, you prepare to cross this whole neighborhood out of your memory with one swift jump, but a gnarled hand with yellowish nails falls on your shoulder. Sir, did you put the token in? An old voice behind your back inquires mockingly. Did I miss him? Yes, I did. However, it kinda... You move swiftly, hoping to shake the hand off, but the grip only tightens, sinking under your collarbone with unexpected power. Ouch, you fuck! It really hurts! Young man, don't take me for a fool. I get it, let me go. Devastated and broken, you stumble back into the street and place a cigarette between your lips. It immediately gets yanked out by the wind, which proceeds to play with it for a solid 5 seconds before dumping it into a nearby puddle. A car drives by, splashes you with a waterfall of dirty water. Christ, what have I done to deserve it? You realize how silly you must look with your hands raised to the sky, and awkwardly put them back into your pockets. You slouch and walk against the wind, heading to nowhere in particular. Why is it always the wind? Why is it always against the wind? To the metro station, I go against the wind from the station. I also go against the wind. What the fuck is wrong with you, wind? Are you fucking with me? Just like that stupid fucking clerk with that virgin-looking mumbler yapping and lisping with a cock in his mouth. Oh, I want to gouge his beady eyes out, bite his wrinkly nose up, just to make him swallow his own snot along with the streams of blood and crush his skull into a red paste. And that guard, too, that old fuck. I barbecue his ass on the third rail so his corpse gets evaporated into a cloud of crispy dust with an oncoming train. Also, the fucking clientele and the fucking manager. Why the fuck did they allow me to not pay the delivery fee if the merchandise is defective? I still fucking delivered it all the same. It's the manufacturer's fuck up, not mine. Oh, I would burn the whole fucking warehouse down with every item on it. I would die in that fire and reincarnate into a tsunami of shit and piss and crush and sink this whole fucking city. Wait, where am I? Damn, that is such a rant. Holy crap. This guy is like, has the entire world against him. This is how a psychopath is made, ladies and gentlemen. You suddenly find yourself near the red brick, worn-out alleyway. Deep down this alley, the rain washes the back of a man in a trench coat. Ask him how to get to anywhere from here. As you approach the man, you realize that he is not alone. In front of him is a scared Asian man in a striped tuxedo, squeezes into the wall. Ah, so that's Tara's dad. Now we're getting to understand what's how the murder is happening. And I think the person who's killing him is probably Hans. It should concern you, but the steam engine of hatred propels you forward. I don't want to do it either, but if I don't, they'll kill my... The Asian man notices you and opens his mouth wide, extending his arms towards you. Through the sheets of rain, you still spot a glimpse of an animalistic fear in his eyes and stop dead in your tracks. The flash blazes softly, illuminating every wet surface in the alleyway. The sound of a shot ricochets off a myriad of raindrops and pierces you. Your stomach lurches up to your throat. The Asian man looks at his killer with a genuine surprise and lowers his arms. You scream involuntarily. The trenchcoat stranger turns towards you, his lips moving, but you can't hear any words. Another flash blinds you. Something warm is seeping onto your chest. The wet asphalt crashes into your face with the whole devastating mass of its shining roughness. Why is my shirt so sticky? Ah, yeah, we saw that. You see the Asian man laying in front of you, breathing hoarsely, holding on to life. And then a calmness as black as a starless night collapses upon you. You didn't make it home. Oh, no. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's go into the Titanic again. But this time, let's go to the metro station this time. And Nutria are not afraid of water. It's getting late. I got a motor. How long is it to the station from here? Like 5 minutes max. Let's drink one more for the road. Filled with the jolly calories of vodka, you bolt outside. The rain is pouring down so hard, as if it wants to knock you down, but nothing can stop the real gangster. Wow, the real gangster? In less than a minute, you cover this pesky distance between you and the metro. Near the station, there's nobody in sight, not even any cars except for a single police vehicle quietly corroding through the cracks in its paint. How many times did our guy die at this point? Actually, I think, let me actually see. I think he probably died around almost 8 times. Yeah. Almost 8 times. Yeah. I think he died almost 8 times. Without paying attention to this detail, you push the carved doors open. To find yourself under the gaze of an entire police station. Oh, no. Well, only 3 cops, really. Not that intimidating, to be honest. You smile the biggest smile of your life and walk towards the subway booth, praying they won't find a reason to fuck with you. The prayer works and you reach the scrawniest gray-faced clerk in the city. 1 token, please, you say as you pull your wallet and shake a single 50-penny coin out of it. Oh, this again? Can we actually skip this? We'll skip this. We already read this. Oh, this is actually new. We actually go back? Does back actually reach you to the main screen? Oh, wait. Let's resume. Or I will tell the policeman over there to take you away. I will. You think you're so tough. I've seen tougher. Oh, young man. You have no idea what kind of trouble you've gotten yourself. Look at the dim lights reflecting in the eyes of the clerk with disgust. He seems to have gotten so overstimulated that he physically cannot stop yapping. With an inconus smile, I think I said it right. You turn around and walk towards the turnstiles without interrupting the never-ending squeals. Placing your hands on them, you prepare to cross this whole neighborhood out of your memory with one swift jump, but a gnarled hand with the yellowish nails falls on your shoulder. This is the same one. You push yourself off the ground, hoping to fly above the turnstile, away from the clutch of a security guard, but another meteor hand falls onto your other shoulder, stomping you back into the marble of the floor. Listen, kid. You turn around, the excess adrenaline mixed with vodka short-circuits your brain, and you deliver a devastating kick right between the legs of... police. That expression. Officer. God, that face is like... Ugh. Needless to say, you didn't make it home. Of course. You literally destroyed that guy's nuts. You think you're gonna go home? Nah, buddy. 1312. Kick a cop. Damn. All right. Wait. Oh, there we go. There's the game. Oh no, the game crashed. Wait, what? Why did the game crash? Oh, that was weird. I think we pretty much... Yeah, there we go. Let's get back to it. I think it's safe that our guy got shot 57 times for that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right, let's skip. Let's go in. Let's go to Tara's place and see what happens. Oh, well, actually... yeah, actually, we shouldn't do that. Let's go back to the main menu. Yeah. What shall we do? We'll wait here. Keep the wallet. Not gonna tell her about the wallet. Okay, so this time this is new. Are you crazy? Leaving your personal information in a place where you almost committed this sort of a crime? Well, you said it yourself. Quickly return the bill into your pocket. How far is the nearest metro station? Like half a mile from here. But you don't want to go, man. Trust me. There's nothing to do outside without a boat. But what if he comes back? You think, involuntarily clenching your jaw. I'm already terribly late, so let me order you a taxi. Do I look like a billionaire? You squeeze your left hand through the wet sleeve of your jacket. I can pay for the ride? Do I look like a charity case? Come on. It's okay. I'm pretty sure I can walk half a mile in any weather. Who is he? He doesn't have a name. And once he introduced himself, he's just blank. Can you swim half a mile, though? At least take my umbrella. Rita, you know where to return it. You step outside, muttering a few words of gratitude, and the shopkeeper's bell rings a farewell, seeing you off into the concentration camp of late October's rain. Oh, my mic cut? Oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, we do not know who this person's name is, right? He's just called you. And once, like, we check how everyone else talks to him, it's just blank. His name is just blank. Yeah, that's pretty much the explanation. So I guess he might pretty much be a self-insert? I don't know. Maybe a self-insert of the developer? I have no idea, but he does not have a name. You step outside, muttering words of gratitude. The shopkeeper's bell rings a farewell, seeing you off into the concentration camp of late October's rain. Every attempt at drying your clothes is washed away in the first 2 seconds of walking down the street. Rita's umbrella is rendered useless by an especially ferocious gust of wind that turns it inside out. You manage to close it and continue moving towards the seemingly unreachable metro station. The stormwater drainage gives up and you walk at ankle deep in rainwater, thinking about throat-tearing cough, a mind-melting fever, and an ever-running nose, and all the other symptoms that certainly await you at home. Is that he could be the responsible for the protag being stuck in the cycle of death. He as in the guy in the trench coat, Hans? Or the main character himself? With a strange satisfaction, you look at your sneakers squishing and bubbling with water with every step you take. You walk, counting your steps, swearing profusely, cursing God, clutching the wallet, and glancing enviously at the occasional car moving in the same direction as you. Fuck the cars. Fuck the clothes. Fuck my immune system. The only thing that matters is that 20 grand in that leather fucking wallet. God damn, he's swearing so much. Mercantile? Mercantile? Sure. But the possibility of not living paycheck to paycheck for the next maybe even 9 months if you keep it frugal, and you always keep it frugal, warms you under a frantic storm. From behind a wall of rain, a building with neon sight Titanic emerges. Your thoughts immediately jump towards a VIP card patiently residing in the wallet. Should you? Let's go inside. A padded door is unreasonably difficult to open. The relatively empty casino interior greets you with a wave of warm, subdued lighting. Oh yeah, we talked about the drunks. Ugh. Hello? Okay, think fast. I'm gonna check the VIP room or sit at the bar. Let's check the VIP room. You give in to your curiosity and slosh to the entrance in your wet sneakers. The goon in the tuxedo stops you with a soft and yet decisive move. He looks at you disinterestedly and says one simple no. But you pull out the wallet and show the bouncer your newly acquired VIP card. He squints and rips it out of your hand and thoroughly inspects it as if it was some sort of an extraterrestrial artifact. Wait a second, sir. The darkness of the VIP room swallows him in a matter of moments, leaving you alone to shift your weight from one foot to the other under the gaze of everyone in the casino. Suddenly, you feel a gust of wind, the kind that only you seem to notice. It pierces you right through, sending a wave of goosebumps across the body. Everything inside you feels suspended on some tiny, invisible strings, and the only thought your brain can muster is, run. Why? You spot 3 silhouettes approaching from the darkness of the room. The urge to flee to the metro, to the police, to get rid of the wallet, to cry for help, to flow down the drain along with everything the rain has poured overwhelms you. But you just take a deep breath and remain firmly rooted in place. The bouncer places his excavator bucket of a hand on your shoulder. On each side, 2 identically unpleasant men grow out of the ground and into the tuxedos 3 sizes bigger than they should be. They greet you with unison, with carnivorous smiles, and you stutter, "Damn, these 2 look hella weird." No, I've just got a call in. You're coming with us. I'm coming with you. Thank you for being sensible. And you walk beside them through the hall. Past the velvet couches with cheap cup holders and bronze tacky ashtrays. Across the room with an infuriatingly obnoxious carpet. Passing the frozen in space waiter and the allergically snorting blackjack dealer. Through a technical corridor with crumbling walls and wires dangling dangerously low, into the small but cozy room with a black and white TV with nothing on. A small refrigerator adorned with a single magnet from Sweden. Sverige, mon amour! Sweden mentioned! I guess the developer is Swedish? A glass table with coffee stains. A coffee maker with a mold-ridden pot and a pack of instant coffee beside it. A tiled floor that hasn't met a broom in a while, a leather couch with cigarette burns, and 3 electrically draped chairs, with an old man in one of them who raises the aquariums of his thick glasses to you and softly whispers, "Come up, Anton." A skillful blow to the cheekbone sends you crashing onto the couch. Black spots mockingly dance in front of your eyes as you turn your stiff neck towards the old man. A dry, contemptuous expression creases his face. Why the fuck did you do that? Young man, be silent. What? Anton, empty his pocket. Anton pats you down and finds your dead cell phone, a damn pack of house blues, your slim wallet, and Hans's leathery brick of money. The old man takes it, and it turns the thick wallet around with a certain degree of bafflement glimmering in his glasses. He opens it, runs his fingers through the cash, pulls out a security pass, holds it close to his face for an uncomfortable amount of time, and finally says, "This young man's loaded. This is not mine. Now, don't be shy. Did Tovio send you?" "He did, didn't he? But why? For what reason?" "Well, what?" "Hans, listen. Your friend has already shot my bookie. You are too late. Well, maybe you're too early. What the hell do I know about Toivo's operations? But, despite everything, I, Andreas Fink, give you my word that we will let you go if you tell us what your goal is, and—" "I'm not Hans! Please don't interrupt. We'll even let you have your money, too. Just tell us the name of—" "I'm blank." "Anton, do you feel as if our companion doesn't show us proper respect?" Anton ruminates for a solid minute. His irises bounce up the corners of his eyes as the gears of thought slowly turn inside his skull. Upon realizing the implication of his boss's question, he paternally squeezes your shoulder and nearly blows the stuffing out of your head with his monstrous fist. You spread thinly across the couch. You feel nothing but numbness in the place where your head should be, and a vomit boiling somewhere out on the outskirts of your digestive system. "Hans, it's in your best interest to not lose the thread of the conversation." "I'm not—" A wave of panic burns through every available instrument of reason. You lift the concrete slab of the back of your head off the couch and stare into the thick, pitiless glasses across the glass table. "Hans, I beg of you, do not stall. I believe you have something better to do other than getting the shit beat out of you." "Well, do you?" "Well, tell him the truth." "Andreas, listen, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not Hans. I'm blank, an insignificant delivery guy in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong wallet. I don't know anything about anybody." A heavy smack from Anton interrupts your rant. It feels like he drove a spark from the back of your head. You burp apologetically. An old man scowls. I like with each slap, the image gets like more color changes and gets like a bit more blurry. "I get it. Thank God. Wait, who am I kidding? I don't get any of it. Anton, do you understand anything?" Anton shrugs. "Let me make it easier on you, young man. Simple questions. Monosyllabic answers. Your VIP pass is obviously fake. Where did you get it? Or rather, who did you get it from?" I kind of stole it along with a wallet from a strange trench coat wearing crowd in the flat coffee shop." "Are you referring to this wallet over here?" "Yes. Look at the security pass again. It's his face in the photo, not mine." "Anton, confirm." He hands the pass to the goon, and the realization hits you like a brass knuckle. He's blind as a bat. Anton thoroughly examines the photo on the pass and grunts. "Yes, not him. This. Hans, he's way older, and he looks more German." "Great. So let me get this straight. You met a mysterious stranger, stole his hefty wallet, and why the hell did you come here?" "Well, I didn't really steal it as much as I didn't return it to the owner. And I have never been to a VIP in a casino, so I was curious." The old man lets out a delighted cackle. Anton smiles. "Probably. Curiosity killed the cat. Ever heard this one?" "I suppose." "Young man, what is your real name? I know you've already said it. I just didn't take it seriously." "Blank." "Blank? What else can you tell me about this Hans fellow?" Well, he had a white trench coat and very scary blue eyes. They were kind of looking straight into my soul. He was also shaky, like he had a real tremor. Parkinsonian's type, I'd say. He only ordered water and then immediately left. He even forgot his wallet. He left immediately? In this weather? Yeah, he was kind of quite peculiar. When did this encounter happen? As precisely as you can, please. About an hour ago. The twins. Hey, have you heard the man? I've already forgotten about the silent presence. Were they not breathing the entire time they stood behind your back? They nod solemnly and disappear as you stare into Andreas's nose bridge. He mellows into a sincere smile. You have no idea how much you helped us, even though it was unintentional. Unfortunately, you cannot keep your recently acquired wallet, but... He pulls out half of the cash from the wallet and extends his hand to you. God, must be like 5 grand. You smile incredulously, take the money and stuff it in your wallet that you pick up from the glass table along with the cell phone and keys. Now, how about a cocktail on the house and a taxi home? You know, as an apology for the bruises. Oh, thank you, bud. Can I skip the cocktail? That's what you would say if your throat wasn't constricted by a cold, steely thread. You compulsively grasp at it, trying to pry it away for just one more breath, but you only cut your fingers. You raise your hands higher and find the tense hands of Anton. You cling into his tuxedo with your weakening fingers, trying to negotiate. Just one more breath. Just one more. Anton tightens his grip, and you feel the stream of blood running down your shirt onto the leather couch, and then onto the unwashed tiles of the floor, down into the basement, and into the cold, cold earth. Just one more breath, please, into the starless light that's being guarded by nothing but the heartfelt smile of a man in thick glasses. Soon it also dissipates, leaving you alone in the dark. You didn't make it home. Well, that is unfortunate. All right, let's skip. So we gotta keep the wallet. Shush about it. Let's go back in. Let's sit at the bar this time. The bartender stares at you without blinking. Vodka with lime. Just the sick. As he tries to find a bottle behind the bar, you lean in, clear your throat, and say, "Do you have a mini USB cable by any chance?" What? Nothing. He pours you a shot and rubs on his goatee. He appears as though he desperately wants to say something, but something inside of him is resisting. The dissonance of it all is almost making him collapse. So you decide to take the initiative and sigh. Nothing. He pours you a shot and rubs on his goatee. He appears as though he desperately wants to say something. Something inside of him is resisting. The dissonance of it all is almost making him collapse. So you decide to take the initiative and sigh. What kind of VIP arena was that? One hell of a scary VIP arena, that's what. Quite the weather, huh? Someone was killed a couple of blocks from here, like half an hour ago. What? The cops came by, asked some vague questions, and our boss went to the station to testify or some shit. Can you believe it? Your shaking hand drops a 20 on the bar. Another shot, please. Sure thing. This time he also pours one for himself. You raise your shots in silence. You reach into your pocket for a pack of semi-dry house cigarettes. It takes 5 tries to light one. Well, of course, because he's drunk. The bartender slides you an ashtray. Your stomach pain eases. Or maybe it's the vodka numbing your pain receptors into submission. What brings you here, by the way? Me? I'm a delivery guy, man. I deliver vacuums and shit. Pour us another one. Are you contagious? Ah, man, it's just this hypothermia thing. I'm as wet as a dog. Well, okay. With a swift motion, he offers you a napkin. You blow 1.5 pounds of yellowish snot into it. The detail when it comes to some of the sequences in this game. You say the victim was an assassin. Huh? A hate crime or something? I don't know. We have an Asian working here. Fellow Koji. Cheers. Yo, down another shot with the bartender? His cheeks gain a bit of color. His eyes cloud over with nostalgia. He leans over and whispers. That Kochi is half legal bookie or something. Well, it's a scam. It's a casino. Everything here is half legal. You think he's the one killed? Nah, can't be. Simply can't. He wasn't here today. Man, that's creepy. All of that stuff. You know. Yeah, I know. I need to sit here. Hmm? Everything okay? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I need to sit here with the rest of my shift. Why? What's the point? There's barely 5 people in the whole casino. Don't they drink? Oh, they do, but they never tip. Fuck them then. Yeah, fuck them. The bartender runs his finger through the hair on his neck. Are you here to play roulette or something? Nah, I'm here because I've got no choice. I missed every tram and my phone is dead, so I can't order a fucking taxi. I can order you a taxi, if you want. Should he? No, let's go with the taxi. For real? Man, you're a lifesaver. It's nothing. He waves you away with a smile and calls a taxi company. You slide your fingers down Hans's wallet and fish out 100 marks. Alright, let's drink another one. The last one. Your last bottle? 1 shot will suffice. The bartender's eyes widen as he looks at what is probably the biggest pile of tips he has ever seen. He puts on a professional face and quickly hides them under the bar. Hey, stranger, hello. How you doing? You down your last shot, slide off the chair, and drunkenly and sloshingly make your way to the taxi outside without saying goodbye. Damn. All right. Now we're back to the taxi guy. It's the same taxi guy. We're finally free from work? Oh, nice, nice. Hey, Rayquaza, welcome. Yeah, we already read that before, but what happens? Tired AF, gonna eat and then sleep like a baby. Okay, gotcha. Hope you get some good rest. Oh. It's him again, huh? Hello. Again. Ugh. You swallow some bile that rushed into your mouth as Hans assumes the driver's position at the wheel and states casually, I'm not a killer, boy. Of course I believe you, Hans. Wait, what? How the fuck do you know my name? Not a killer twists his torso and once again acquaints you with his weapon. What's your HR now? Still the same as streaming it last Friday. Yeah, it's still the same. We're almost getting to start chapter 5, but we do need to grind a little bit more. Yeah. Did Vtubers send you? Or was it someone on Koji's side? Who the fuck are you, kid? Stop talking. He barks abruptly. You left your wallet in the coffee shop. Start wriggling in the backseat trying to pull his wallet out of your jeans. Hans cocks the trigger and presses the barrel against your forehead. You have a death wish, kid. I just want to show you the wallet. Jesus fucking Christ. You fucking youngsters. You know I could have shot you. Isn't the new update coming tomorrow? Well, good luck leveling up. I'm off to eat something. Okay, have a good meal. Yeah, take care, stranger. Yeah, we're going to be checking out the update tomorrow in our Monster Hunter Wild stream. Pretty excited. Finally, we're getting a gathering hub. All right. Show me the wallet. But do it slowly. Oh no, it's a... Need to get rid of these. Get out of here. You know, this Hans guy is very nice. Oh yeah, he's a very jolly fellow. Carrying this nice big gun with him the entire time. I'm pretty sure he likes to say hello to people while carrying this gun. You exhale a wave of fumes of sour, half-digested alcohol. Please don't breathe in my direction ever again. What the fuck did you drink? Vodka? That tracks. Finally, you manage to pry the wallet from your pocket and drop its wet, leathery body in the cup holder. Hans weighs it in his hands incredulously. A lopsided smile creases his face. Kid, that is not luck. That's destiny. Hans starts the engine. Sorry, kid, but you might have to make a detour on your way home. Unfortunately for you, I have a flight to catch. He just likes showing his gun to other people. Yeah, pretty much. But it could have ended so much worse. I could have killed you. Okay, I wouldn't have killed you. See, they made me... let's skip the details. It is what it is, and you're part of it. Want it or not. That's destiny. You swallow a hefty gulp of acidic saliva and disassociate to the sound of the rain. Your heart feels like it's about to burst out of your ribcage, but the rest of you is strangely calm. After 5 minutes of what feels like the slowest ride of your life, the headlights reveal the silhouettes of a couple of police officers waving for Hans to stop. Hans meets your eyes in the rear view and frowns. Buckle up, kid. What? Hans convulsively shifts the gearbox and floors it. Oh no, he's zooming. Don't forget to hydrate, everybody. 15 to 60 press you into the seat. You grab onto the seatbelt buckle and in 1.5 milliseconds of clarity, fasten the seatbelt with a satisfying click. You look at your shoes as the spread of the vehicle enters the 3-digit territory. You raise your eyes to the window and see a brick wall. Uh-oh. Holy moly, kid! Yells Hans as he frantically turns the steering wheel. The car drifts across the wet asphalt. The taxi slams into the wall sideways, releasing a cloud of brake dust that is immediately washed by the rain. The left side of the vehicle rises into the air, freezes for a second, and then succumbs to gravity with a plaintive rattle of transmission. The seatbelt digs into your rib cage and you taste metal. Hans looks at you worriedly, clicks his tongue, and runs into the night without closing the door. You wince as the rain-filled wind blows into the salon. The yellow glares of the streetlights crawl indifferently across your face, refracting for 1,000 times inside the rain, pouring down a cracked passenger window that you rest your head on. The rear view mirror gasps its last breath, ponders its situation for a moment, and falls to the floor. Beano gum? Wait, what was that? What the hell is this? What are these hands? Huh? What is this? Yo, what the? Oh no. What? Huh? What the hell was that? I am so confused. Is that what? It looks something like demonic or spiritual, and then it just ends. Okay. That is so weird. So if I understand correctly, ooh, we got a theory. All right. Okay. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom and see what else we can do. All right. We'll sit at the bar. All right. Hans is some kind of high-level felon that is so dangerous that not only do the cops fire him at his sight, there is at least one rival gang that wants to kill him too. That's what it looks like, Ghastly Ghost. Yeah, that's why he's saying, like, did so-and-so send him to me, to you? Or send it to him, right? So yeah, I think he's pretty much like a gangster. I'm pretty sure like Tara's dad, who got murdered, probably might be from the Yakuza. I have a good feeling about that because, you know, once you think about it, how is Tara living in like such a huge, spacious place and like has like all life's luxuries so easily, and her dad looking like very dapper, very like potentially got his money from like crooked means, and which is why he got killed by Hans, right? He's not just like some kind of like random rich person who Hans wants to kill. No, it definitely seems like Tara's dad probably is from the Yakuza as well, and we got like some gang wars going on here that the main character is involving himself. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I have a feeling that we might be getting ourselves involved into some kind of gang war. Now let's go into the VIP room. Ah, man, I've got one more thing to do here. You jump off the chair and give the bartender a creepyish smile and stagger drunkenly to the VIP room entrance. A 6-foot tuxedo-clad goon stops you dead in your tracks, contemptuously looks at you and says one simple, and then Andreas's gang clearly wants Hans's head. Yes, exactly. No. Wait a second. You fish out your brand new wallet, pull out a VIP card and show it to the bouncer. I think we need to actually read that. He pushed his chest to no avail and forcibly twisted the card out of his grip with an apologetic, I think you are, and a friendly, fuck, God. The bouncer, clearly touched by your eloquence, stomps his cast iron knuckle into your grinning face. BAM! Your body flies 50 feet through the casino floor. At least it felt that way, where it gets stopped by an empty table. An empty glass presses into your backside. You wipe the blood off the edge of your mouth and run to your tongue through your teeth. Luckily, you still have a full set. And to go berserk on the sissy fucking... Suddenly, the gravity stops working as intended, and you find yourself helplessly suspended by a silent and decisive force. You raise your hands to defend yourself, but there is no subsequent blow. The bouncer simply walks to the casino exit, holding you like a trash bag that is leaking some unknown fluid. The bartender looks at you with admiration. You try to cheer the bouncer up with, fuck, and you fucker, man, until he throws you into the nearest puddle by the door. You lay there trying to light a thoroughly soaked cigarette. Finally, you succeed. The busy clouds rustle in front of your eyes, showing you occasional glimpses of a starless night sky. Feels so good to be alive. Ouch! Some trenchcoat wearing asshole stumbles over you. I'm so sorry. You don't even acknowledge the man. You just keep laying in the puddle as his steps rhythmically move away until they disappear, and you find yourself dangerously close to hypothermia. You should definitely scrape your body off the sidewalk and throw it into the 10-minute jog to the metro. 10 stations to the south, 3 bus stops, and 5 flights of stairs until you reach the door of your apartment, but you gotta smoke just one more cigarette. You arrive home too late, shake off your wet clothes, crawl into the shower, and fall asleep inside the cabin. You wake up stiff as a corpse, touch your seriously swollen jaw, and the memories of the last night radiate outward from the bouncer's blow. Some fucking night. Well, at least You rush to the damn body of a wallet waiting for you on the floor. You open it and count the money. You're so happy you would cry if you weren't that dehydrated. Money can buy happiness. Arrive home, loaded. You watch the first droplets of what's going on to be another devastating storm as you smoke your 3rd cigarette with a cup of coffee. You think to yourself, tomorrow I'm gonna quit my job. Okay, this is clearly a joke ending, but I guess it's goodish one. Yeah, it's a good ending. It's a good ending. He got the money and now he's gonna quit his job. He might have gotten beaten the crap out of, but he now is a little bit richer. Yeah, that's the good ending. That's a good ending. What else? I think I'm looking at the achievements right now. I think there should be one more achievement that we should get. One more achievement. I like how Hans passed by in this one. I didn't even notice him. Right? It's just funny. Keep the wallet. No. No. Go to the station. After only a few minutes of walking in the mockingly weakening rain, you arrive at the entrance to the metro. In the station, there's nobody in sight. Not even any cars except for a single police vehicle quietly corroding through the cracks in its paint. Without paying any attention to this little detail, you push the car doors open to find yourself under the gaze of an entire police station. We already talked. Feel a bead of sweat forming on your forehead as you try to walk innocently as possible towards the subway booth, praying silently that you won't attract any more attention from these cops. The prayer goes unanswered. Sir, excuse me, sir. Wait a second. Can I see your ID, please? You freeze. A policeman looks at your face as it drains of color with a hint of disbelief. Blood loudly pumps inside your temples. How can I not look guilty? You ask yourself as you pull out a fat wallet from the pocket of your jeans. Wrong fucking wallet. Your hands shake. You try to force the wallet back into the pocket of your jeans, but for some reason, it wouldn't fit. Whatever. You pull out your real wallet from inside the pocket of your jacket. Thud. Hans's wallet falls to the ground. You rush it to take it, but the cop's faster than you. He grabs it right before he can, stands up, opens it, and his eyes widen at the load of cash lining the leathery insides. He pulls out a security pass, compares the photo of Hans with your shivering face, and says dryly, "Where did you get that?" A second cop approaches you and casually unholsters his gun, but he doesn't point it at you. He just makes sure you're aware he has it. You chuckle nervously. Hans Luge? No, listen, I'm not the owner of this wallet? Yes. So how did it come into your possession then? I found it? Packed him up, Jim. But what about... You didn't make it home. What is this about? It's made by Rempe. Okay. All right, let's keep zooming again. There's certainly something. There's only one achievement left. And with that, we probably got everything. Yeah. Go inside. VIP room. Beg for mercy. Your eyes fill up with unwanted tears. You try to find a spark of compassion in Andreas's glasses. However, the only thing you see are his fingers impatiently tapping on his knees, waiting for an answer. Please, I beg you. I didn't do anything. I'm here and I didn't know, and I don't want to die. Oh, God, Anton, shut this wimp up. No, wait! Obviously, Anton ignores your request, and a crushing liver shot makes you see the world through a red lens of burning, mind-numbing pain. You snivel miserably. Listen, young man, Hans, Plank, whatever your name is, you start to get on my nerves. Sharp pain impedes your ability to formulate thoughts. Just tell me, what were you doing in my casino with a fake VIP card and a stack of money not 10 minutes from the killing of my bookie? I took the pass along with the wallet from a German band trench coat. Anton looks at you, then at the boss with a silent question in his eyes. The old man irritably waves his hand at him. Go on, please. The coffee shop. Flat. About an hour ago. Jesus Christ, it hurts. You burp a sour smell of rotten innards. Anton winces. The twins. Have you heard of him? You've already forgotten about their silent presence. Were they not breathing the entire time they stood behind your back? They nod solemnly and disappear as they exude a mousy squeal and stare into Andreas's nose bridge. He pauses and tells you, So, that's it, huh? But why have you decided to come here of all places? Curiosity. Andreas exhales disappointedly and rubs his temples. Have you found any weapons on him? No, boss. And even if he's involved, he's just I don't know. And the important thing is, I don't really want to. Well, in that case, we probably shouldn't dispose of him. Especially with all these police crawling through the neighborhood. Think so, boss. Blank, it seems as though the circumstances are working in your favor. Anton, please, would you be so kind as to get this young man out of here? Meaning? Meaning physically. Just get him off the casino premises. I don't care what happens next. But my wallet stays here. Well, Hans's wallet. You could take yours. You hurriedly collect all of your belongings from the table. And one more thing. Forget about us, because we will remember you. A rush of goosebumps runs through your body as Anton drags you off the couch and into the web of corridors. You walk through them with a deep sadness from the loss of 20 grands. That's too big of an amount to lose in one day. Finally, you see an exit sign and feel a sign of relief from the fact that whatever this thing was, it's finally over. A loud bang behind your back causes your head to twitch limply as your body crumples onto the ground. The last thing you see is a scarlet stream merrily running across the bumps in the concrete. You didn't make it home. Well, I'm checking Steam right now, and let me see. I think that's all the endings. I think we managed to get all the endings. Is there any extra achievements? No. We got all the achievements, 100%. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that's confusing me a lot. What in the world is that weird squiggly line thing that came after the crash? What is it supposed to mean? I don't understand. It didn't even say you didn't make it home or anything. You just shows up and then boom, you're back at the beginning. I'm like, huh? Is there any lore? Is there anything that might explain why he saw that thing? But regardless, maybe there was kind of hidden meaning behind it. Maybe. I'm not really sure. But I guess in the end, we do manage to find out that I think the dev in the wants you to actually think of the story on your own, right? It wants you to actually figure out the story on your own. So basically, from what we understand, that there is a gang crime, and that a Japanese bookie who usually shows up in Andreas's casino got shot by Hans, right? And I think he pretty much stole money from said bookie, right? And I'm pretty sure this money might be gang-related money, right? So I'm guessing pretty much that's how the story is, right? I guess that's pretty much it. The story is just this guy who got himself involved with a gang war. And in the end, if you actually choose right, you can basically like get all the money that he actually stolen, but we don't know what happens next, right? We don't know what happens next, so it's all up in the air, honestly, and I guess it's open for interpretation. I don't think this game actually had a sequel. This is just like pretty much like the game how it is, right? There isn't like an extra ending or whatnot. I do know that the developer has another game they're working on, but it has nothing to do with this game, right? It has nothing to do with this game. Also, Hans is ending implying that there might be something supernatural involved, but who knows? A VN about a gang war is something I did not expect. Yeah, I didn't expect that either. Yeah, I'm pretty much expecting that there are some supernatural powers, but it's very vague. It's very vague in the end, but overall, yeah, this is surreal. but cool. Honestly, like the art style, the grungy art style is very nice, and like the two color palette that you have with like each area, it kind of like gives you a sense of how each setting is, which is actually pretty cool. Actually pretty cool. Like it's very clever. Like even when it came to like the scene with Andreas, when you get like beaten the living crap out of, you get to see the color changes, which pretty much signifies that his field of vision has gotten like distorted thanks to, you know, getting beaten up by the bouncer. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty interesting and unique experience. I think this is pretty much as surreal. No, I mean, that other game is more surreal. The other game being, let me actually remember its name. Let me actually see it in my library. It was actually also a very short VN, but actually very interesting. It is, where is it? QUQ. Yes. QUQ. QUQ is like, it's a kind of a post-apocalyptic story, but also has an interesting art style and is very, very strange. And I think this is also in that kind of manner. I like how Andreas looks the most normal out of all the characters. He's probably one of the worst people around. Agreed. Agreed. He just looks like a regular old man, but he's kind of a not good person. Probably a gang leader as well. He's probably like, you know, the head of a gang. But yeah, that was, man, I just want to go home. And yeah, we tried to get him get home a couple of times, successful, but most of the time he just gets killed multiple times and then he comes back. Yeah. But with that said, I think we're probably gonna have to call it here for now. Yeah. I think it's pretty nice that we have sometimes these short VNs before we actually go into a very long one, right? Like it'd be nice to like kind of like have things different every week by having like some shorter VNs, and then we get a longer VN that lasts for a few weeks. But yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Quite enjoyed this one. And yeah, thank you all for watching tonight, either live or via the archives. Tomorrow, as said earlier, we're gonna do some good old monster hunting, Monster Hunter Wilds. We're gonna be trying to start chapter 5 and check out the new update, including finally a gathering hub. Oh yes, a gathering hub. But that's something that we've been waiting for a long, well, not really a long while, ever since Monhan's launch. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, this one looks very interesting. Definitely a unique experience. Yeah, I agree. I love these kind of VNs. Like, you know, people always go for like the popular ones, but sometimes you have to look deep into the Steam library and see, okay, this might be a little bit different, but might be pretty cool. I kind of like that. But yeah, before I go, let me see who I can actually raid. Let me see. I don't think anyone else is playing this game, but let me see. I wonder, who shall I send you guys to? Okay, so there is this person who I think recently followed me, so let's actually give them a shot and say hello to them. They're playing a very cool game that I haven't seen for a good while, and that's Death Road to Canada. which is pretty much a roguelike zombie survival game, which is pretty funny to say the least. All right, let me see if this actually works. Wait, I can't? Huh. That's bizarre. I guess they don't have the raid on? Well, let me try again. One more try. Nope. Doesn't seem I couldn't raid them. Yeah. Hear me out. Oh, do you have a suggestion, Ghastly Ghost? Go for it. I'm always down to meet some new peeps. Okay. I mean, we did get raided a bit earlier from Kiss Catastrophe, so I may as well return the favor to someone else. Two choices. Okay. Either raid Kiska back. Oh, are they still streaming? Are they streaming now? Let me actually check. Or a way smaller stream, or by the name of Brian God, 224. All right, let me see if I see Kiss Catastrophe, if they are live. Oh wow, they are actually live. All right, we shall return the favor indeed. There we go. They are playing Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. All right. I guess we'll send you over to them as a thank you for the raid. There we go. There. All right. Kiska does 2 streams a day. Ooh. Okay. That is actually good to know. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching today. And I hope you all have a great night, evening, or afternoon. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.